Hey, it is Matt, the real video guy here, and my question to you today is, do you like to watch raw footage like this one, or do you prefer to watch super edited, polished, retaken, re-edited, redone when the 20 takes, 30 takes, let's take the most smooth and best little 5-minute clip and put all these perfect clips together to create a video that's polished with all the background noise, background music, all the elevation, all the triggers, all the hooks, everything. What do you prefer? Do you prefer raw, or do you prefer super polished? Well, I actually think there's room for both, but what a lot of newbies get stuck with, or not even newbies, people that have businesses but are not really doing video effectively, is they want that polished video look, when in reality their customers don't mind the raw footage at all. So what actually, the more authentic is better, but you know, who knows when somebody's really being authentic? Nobody really knows when somebody's being authentic. I mean, there's people that can make you think that they're being authentic and they're not. So you don't have to go too far with the authenticity thing, but there is a thing about raw footage where you just sort of try to do your best to talk from your heart, talk about something that means something to you, talk to people that are important to you, and realize your customers are important to you. And that way you can get in front of the camera much quicker with much less pressure, and you can talk to them the way you would talk to somebody in the street. Now, when it comes to making money online and using video is super awesome, especially if you take a little bit of a raw approach to making videos, because you can create super engaging content extremely fast. So instead of having to go out there and write lots of stuff or plan or research or anything, you can literally hit click record and make a video, and you've got something there. And if you've got some content on a specialty that you know about, if you specialize in something and you know the audience that wants to know that, maybe they're 1 or 2 steps behind you on the same journey and they want to get ahead, you can relate to them. Also, don't be put off by people that are much further ahead than you are, because everybody's on a journey, right? We're all getting better at something. We're all reaching new goals. But sometimes for us to get help to move to the next level, we need somebody that's within our reach. We don't need always somebody who's on stage in front of 10,000 people, you know, the world's best, the world's this. You know, there's a world's best at everything, and there might even be somebody better than them. So you have an audience. There are people out there that need what you have. They need the information that you have. They need the examples that you can show them. They need to know the pitfalls that you know how to avoid. So that's your audience. So people that you can help, they want to be helped by you. So when you actually make a video, you can just talk to people that actually want to hear from you. And that way you don't have to feel like, hey, I've got to make somebody take action. I've got to make them buy something. I've got to make them, you know, I've got my call to action. I've got my headline. I've got my bullet points in the video, all this stuff. You don't need any of that. Basically, if you can be authentic, just be yourself. You don't even have to be super authentic, because sometimes in life it's hard to be authentic. But just be yourself and just talk from your heart, and think about some of your own struggles that you've been through and how you could help other people come through those. I'll tell you, one of my biggest struggles in life has been I always wanted to find a really good mentor, but I'm quite picky what sort of mentor I have. So I've had to figure a lot of stuff, especially in business and growing up and raising a family and all these things. I've kind of had to figure out some of it myself. Well, actually, I use the Bible. I get most of my content out of the Bible. But there are people that need what you have. There are people that want to go where you've already been, and you can help those people. So with video, back to video, you can create super awesome content extremely fast. If you think about creating a product, for instance, if you make an ebook, you've got to make generally you'll make an ebook cover, you put some graphics together, you'll have an introduction to the book, you'll have like an opening, you'll have the layout, the chapters, and all this stuff to create this little digital product that then you can either give away or sell. I hope you want to sell something as well. Well, when you actually hit record, and then just quickly, the graphics, that takes time, that takes, Photoshop or I'm not talking about outsourcing. I'm talking about literally getting to the money within an hour or 2 hours of you having an idea. So to do that effectively, you can create a video. You can just hit record. You use the first frame as the actual image for the product. You've usually got a big idea, or not even a big idea. You've got an idea of what's the key, the main thing you want to help people with. That can be the title of the video. And there you go. You've got yourself some product. And the next step is you need to actually get that product in other people's hands. So when you're getting started with video, what you should do is forget about being polished, forget about being perfect, forget about getting everything right, forget about editing, over editing it, forget about retakes. If you retake a couple of times, it doesn't matter. I used to do that. I used to just retake. I don't do that now. Sometimes I do, but that's on a day that I shouldn't be doing a video, or on a day that my mind is somewhere completely else. So if you bring yourself back to this moment and you realize the person that's viewing your video, it's not your responsibility to actually get them to do something. This is one of the biggest mistakes that I see people that talk about making videos and teaching and getting people to take action, is that when you're actually making the video, it's not your job in the video to make somebody else do something, make them take a certain action. It's good to know that before you make a video. Okay, I'm making this video with the intention that people will buy my product, so I want them to click the buy now button. That's okay. But when you're actually recording the video, you don't want to be sitting there thinking in the back of your mind, hey, I'm saying things, I'm doing things so that they will click the buy now button. No. What you want to do is you want to say, hey, I'm making this video and I want to give you the clearest and the best possible explanation or demonstration of what's on offer here and what's possible, and then the decision is up to you. So the better you get at videos, you're better at presenting. But not presenting in a sense that you're presenting from a stage and they're down in the audience. It's a one-on-one thing. Even though you might have more than one audience, you're always talking to one person. So that is super important with video. Also with video, what you want to do is you want to create some sort of an environment where you can actually do it pretty quickly, because sometimes you feel like, hey, I'm not sure exactly what I'm going to talk about, but I've got an idea here and I feel like making a video. So you don't want to start setting everything up when you have those moments. You want to get used to just getting in front of the camera as quickly as possible and hitting record and just talking to your people. Excuse me. So obviously you want to forget about yourself when you're on the video as much as possible. It is about the person viewing the video. It's not about the people viewing the video. It's about the person viewing the video. And it's about a person that's a lot like you. So when you're talking to them that they're a lot like you, they understand you, they think like you do, they have very similar struggles than you do. I know there's this famous sales saying that says, get into the mind of the person. What is it? Enter the conversation in the prospect's customer's head, whatever. That can be really hard. Is this, you've got to get to the conversation person's mind. I don't really get into that type of thinking. It doesn't really, it doesn't gel with me. What I tend to do, I take a slightly different approach, is I just think about my own struggles and my own failures and my own problems, and I can even, instead of trying to head, I just look at what's going on in my head, and then I just assume everybody else is having similar problems. So there's something that can help you. And also, when you get out